Hello everyone, my name's Keith Quigg. I'm the CEO of Activate Group Australia and I'm Director of the Joe Berry Award. The quickest way to answer the question of what influence it has on the industry is to look at our sponsor group. All of the major companies, the major retailers included, are supporting the Joe Berry Award, and more are coming in each year. So what's happening is that they are realising that there is not a lot of action in the industry that enables young people to show their talent. And the Joe Berry Award has the reputation of being the premier award. So a number of companies are now putting it forward as part of either their graduate programs or their professional development programs internally. Because if they get these young people to take the effort to write essays, they get not only the research within their own organisation that they can use because they can have them doing topics that suit their business, but they also get that opportunity to see them at work doing things that they don't normally do. That then has the influence of developing talent within the industry. In the long term, the whole industry is benefiting from having these companies pushing harder to make sure the Joe Berry Award is part of career paths. It can be difficult to pinpoint exactly where the Joe Berry Award influences innovation in the industry, but if you go back to why it was developed from the Joe Berry days of his innovations into the industry, then it's always got that premise in the topics and things that are chosen, that items like what is innovation, what's new product development, what is the ranging propositions in retail that can be developed in better ways, so that we're having people starting communication, talking more about what influences innovation and how the innovation can be in collaboration or in individual development areas within the industry. Difficult to pinpoint, but very, very definitely part of what's happening. Perhaps one of the areas of best practice which became a little bit of innovation in itself was in 3 or 4 years ago with Laura Muller from Coles writing an essay and finding herself in the finals, very surprisingly for Laura. But she produced one of the best presentations we'd ever seen in terms of the effect that it had on the people who were judging on that particular day. And Laura's work was in looking at the ability of people to access websites, particularly people with disabilities. And she found in her research that almost no companies in the industry had the proper access systems activated on their websites. And a lot of people were running out of their seats and onto their phones on that particular day to get back to their organisation and say, hey, what are we doing? We're not up to speed on this. Laura's gone on to do many, many presentations across the industry and in other parts of the disabilities world. And while she didn't win the Joe Berry Award, as a finalist, she's had tremendous exposure and tremendous success. If you're considering the Joe Berry Award at all, then you've taken half a step forward. But if you hesitate past that point, you've missed a huge opportunity. Because while you may not make a final, we will make sure that if you put the effort in to put an essay into the system, we will make sure that you get exposure, not only within the organisation with whom you work, but we'll make sure you get exposure to other parts of the industry as well. If you want your career to take a step forward, there's no better place to start than the Joe Berry Award. It has prestige, it has tremendous topics for you to work on, it has lots of research that will help you and the business that you work for, and it's crazy not to take the opportunity to have a big career step forward. The Joe Berry Award in itself is aimed primarily at the individual who's going to pick a topic and write an essay. But we need for them the support of their employers. If they've got employer support, then the employer starts to benefit greatly from having that person or people within their organisation researching and writing papers. So sponsorship is those companies giving back to the award program on the basis that it helps further develop the people they've got within. In the last 2 years, we've had over 7 or 8 companies come to us and say, we would like to be part of the Joe Berry Award. We want to sponsor that award. We want our people internally to be involved. And there are more coming in. We've got the likes of Kellogg's and Kenvue and Amazon, in fact, coming in as sponsors in the near future. So lots of companies coming in. The reason they're coming in is because they can see the value in supporting a program that is genuinely bringing more talent into the industry. We've got some of the bigger organisations such as Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Red Bull, Simplot, Arnott's, Mars, Ferrero, and I could go on. There are quite a few others, but a lot of the major companies, along with the Kellanova and the Kenvues and those that have been mentioned previously. The Joe Berry Award's in its 39th year, and awards of this type don't last unless they're delivering not only for the individuals but for the industry. So if you're a leader in the industry and you're not giving your support to the Joe Berry Award, then please reconsider, because it is a prestige award. It does deliver both research that the industry can use in a wider scale, and it gives tremendous career development for young people who are prepared to make the effort.